Hi, I'm Robert Schoen, President of the Austin Steam Train Association. 2024 was a really good year for our railroad, the Austin and Texas Central. From purchasing a Movie Star locomotive to receiving the donation of a fully restored 1929 Southern Railroad business car, we had many accomplishments. We thought it'd be a good idea to take a look back at our major 2024 achievements and feature some of the people who helped to make them possible.
One of our biggest accomplishments in 2024 was adding the power car to the train. The power car generator produces a substantially larger output than the current generator being used, which will increase the reliability and even allow us to expand the size of our train. This car powered our very busy North Pole Flyer season, running reliably for 8 train rides a weekend. We have recently begun cosmetic work on the exterior of the power car by repainting the trucks, finalizing the color scheme, and applying the car's lettering.
In addition to adding the power car to the train, we also had record-setting ridership. We carried 24,716 passengers in 2024, which is a 25.36% increase from the passengers we hauled just 1 year prior. This was accomplished by running 97 trains. Ticket revenue also increased by 33.28% compared to 2023. Our ridership has surpassed pre-pandemic levels, and we generated substantially more revenue than in 2019. The revenue from our train rides are used to fund maintenance of our vintage equipment and to continue our several restoration projects.
In 2024, we were able to find some new homes for a couple of our spare locomotives that we have here in the yard. We sold this unit to the San Antonio Rail Heritage Museum, and their plans are to take it down to San Antonio and restore it. A long time ago, we bought this Alco C424 thinking it would be our second running locomotive in our fleet, but we never really got around to restoring it. We did, however, find a new home for it, and we sold it to the Railway Equipment Restoration Association, and they'll take that back up to the Northeast and restore it into running operable condition.
We had a great year this year with no onboard service or train crew injuries. We are very cautious in all of the work we do and are constantly looking into ways to improve. Thanks to the attentiveness of our volunteers and staff, the Austin Steam Train Association carried over 7,600 passengers on our North Pole Flyer trains without incident. This year, we also implemented a new onboard service training program and a safety training course for our yard mechanical volunteers.
Last year, we were also very fortunate to receive, as a donation, the Boonesboro, which was the private car of one of the founders of the Austin Steam Train Association, Mr. Arthur Boone. The car was originally built in 1929 by the Pullman Company for use on Great Northern's Empire Builder. In 1945, the Southern Railway purchased the car and remodeled it for use as a company officer's car. Mr. Boone acquired the car in 1978 and used it to extensively tour the U.S. behind Amtrak trains. Since Arthur played sports for Baylor University, he had it painted in Baylor green, the color which it wears today, as the story goes. The Boonesboro will be placed on the display track in our yard as an exclusive event center, as well as a lasting homage to Mr. Boone and his family for their support and dedication to the Austin Steam Train Association.
In December, HAFCO, the company that maintains the tracks in our yard, began construction of the display track behind me, which will one day be the track that our steam engine, Southern Pacific 786, calls home once our shop is complete. In the meantime, the Boonesboro will be displayed on that track. In addition to donating the Boonesboro to the Austin Steam Train Association, the Boone family was also gracious enough to give us $50,000 to purchase and install the switch and start construction of the track. We salute the Boone family for their generous donations. HAFCO will complete construction of the display track this March, but an additional $30,000 will need to be raised before then.
One of the long-term goals of the Austin Steam Train Association was to have 2 operable diesel engines, our RSD-15 442 and one other. With the readily available parts of EMD locomotives, we saw the opportunity to purchase this EMD GP40-3 to help maintain reliable service. This locomotive was notable for starring in several movies, which included Fast and Furious. Going forward, we decided to renumber the locomotive to 3118, which is the original number it wore when it was built for the Penn Central in 1968, and have decided to eventually repaint the locomotive into a modified Southern Pacific Black Widow scheme, which will read Austin and Texas Central on the side.
As you can see, the Austin Steam Train Association has had a phenomenal 2024, and we are looking forward to an even bigger and better 2025, continuing to give riders an excellent adventure every weekend, as well as working on our diesel and our steam operations expansion this year. We want to thank each and every person that came out and rode with us in 2024 and encourage you to bring your friends out here in 2025. A big special thank you to our volunteers and our staff who, without them, none of this would be possible. So we ask you to take the time to come out, see what we're all about, consider donating or even volunteering. We look forward to seeing all of you in 2025 for another fantastic year on the Austin Steam Train Association.